students, welcome to Abhigyan Academy. Let us discuss an important topic of your ancient history, that is your Jainism and Buddhism. So today we will study about Buddhism in the first part, and in another video we will study about Jainism. So see, when we talk about Jainism and Buddhism, then time period when it was originated, okay, the time period when it was originated was same around 500 BC. Jainism and Buddhism was originated. Jainism came quite before, quite earlier before Buddhism, but there is no that much time gap right before Buddhism, and after some time Buddhism came into being, but there is no time gap, okay, a huge gap is not there, more or less in the same time period these two religion originated. Now see, the causes of origin were same because during that time what was going on? Brahminism was going on in the society, and Brahminism was making the religious rituals very much complex among the people. And apart from this, the Varna system. Okay, under the Brahminism, society was divided into four Varnas. That is the Varna system. Okay, the Varna system that have divided the society into four parts, like the Brahmins, the Kshatriyas, the Vaishyas, and the Shudras. This became what? This became birth based, means caste based. Okay, it became caste based. That is why the social mobility also became very much complex. Okay, so now if we see then the Vedic rituals under the Brahminism, it was creating confusion among the common people, and the common people was finding it difficult to understand the religious concepts. Then if we talk about the philosophical gap, it means the Upanishads. The Upanishads came during this time period, which are considered as a philosophical text, but these were also creating confusion among the masses because they were no doubt questioning the, means they were explaining the logical concepts of the Vedas, but it was also in a complex nature. Okay, then the social tension because of this Varna system. Okay, Varna system was divided on the basis of birth. Then economic shifts because during this time among these Brahmins, Kshatriyas, Vaishyas, and Shudras, the Vaishyas were the people who were controlling the economy. Okay, they were the farmers, the traders, the agriculturalists, the merchants. So these people were giving the taxes to the rulers. So they were the earned people, they were in the economic prosperity, so they were also expecting that they should be placed in the second varna or in the upper varna, but they were placed in the third varna. And the agricultural economy, where iron played a very important role because during this time iron was discovered. Okay, so due to the discovery of iron, we can increase our agricultural productivity. But in agricultural sector also, apart from iron tools, what we need cattle also, but cattle were more sacrificed in the religious feature. Okay, in Brahminism the main mode of worship was animal sacrifices. So this is why the popularity of Brahminism was reduced among the people, and people were searching for some alternative religion in place of Brahminism. Now we will see that the alternative religion that people will be searching here, a number of new religious sect will emerge in the society. Around 62 religious sect will be emerge in the society. Among them, Jainism and Buddhism will be the most popular one. Okay, now we will talk about Buddhism first, and in another video we will talk about Jainism. Here, Buddhism, when we talk about Buddhism, then we have to talk about Gautam Buddha. Okay, Gautam Buddha, who was the founder of Buddhism. So Gautam Buddha, before becoming Buddha, he was only known as Gautam. Okay. So this Gautam, he was a member of the royal family. Okay. He was a member of the royal family, belonged to Shakya clan. Shakya clan, it was a royal family, and his father Shuddhodana was the ruler of this clan. Now his mother was Queen Maya Devi, and since he belonged to a royal family, he was living a settled life. But after some time, he realized that the life that he was living was not the actual one. We should find out the actual truth of life. Okay, actual truth of life. That is why he renunciated everything. He left his home, he renunciated everything. Along with his horse, he moved out from his house. Okay, along with his horse, he renunciated his worldly affairs. He wandered here and there, and in one place, he started doing meditation. Okay, he started doing meditation under a peepal tree in a place called Bodh Gaya on the bank of Falgu river, and in this place, at the age of 33, he attained nirvana, or he attained enlightenment. Okay, he attained enlightenment or nirvana under this peepal tree in a place called Bodh Gaya, which is at present in Bihar. After attaining enlightenment, Gautam was known as Gautam Buddha. Buddha means the enlightened one. So now, since he was the enlightened one, so he is capable to give his preachings to his disciples. So after attaining enlightenment, he gave the first teaching, that is called as first sermon. Okay, first sermon he gave to his 5 disciples in a place called Sarnath near a deer park. Okay, and this region is important because this first sermon or teaching is associated with a symbol of wheel. Now, after this, at the age of 80, he died in a place called Kushinagar. And this death, that event is called as Mahapari Nirvana. Okay, so Nirvana means enlightenment, and Mahapari Nirvana means his death. Now, Buddha's life and some important events are associated with some important symbols. Okay, like his birth is associated with a white elephant. His clan is associated with lotus and bull. His renunciation is associated with horse because he left his home with his horse. Enlightenment to nirvana is associated with a bodhi tree, under which, or this people tree, where he got his enlightenment. First sermon, that is your dharma chakra, associated with wheel. Then that is Mahaparinirvana is associated with stupa. Stupa means the architecture under which the relics of the dead ones are kept. Okay, so these are some of the important points about Buddha. Now, what he used to preach to his disciples, he preached his ideologies to his disciples. So, what were the ideologies of Gautam Buddha? If we talk about the core ideology of Gautam Buddha, then he talked about a middle path. Okay, we should not follow the extreme version of ideologies. We always follow the middle path of life. We should avoid the extremities of life. Okay, extremities of life, it means completely we should not be luxurious also, we should not be completely ascetic also. So we should follow a middle path in our life, a liberal way to live our life. In Buddhism, there were three jewels, three ratnas. These are Buddha, Buddha himself, the enlightened one. Dhamma means the teachings of Buddha. Okay, whatever he taught, his ideologies, this is called as Dhamma. That is the teachings. And Sangha means order. See, Sangha means the monasteries under Buddhism. So the Buddhist monks, when they would enter the monasteries under Buddhism, when they would become a monk, then they have to follow a order, a code of conduct, rules and regulations. This is called as Sangha. Okay. Now, according to Buddha, there are 4 noble truths of life. Okay. So he said that we have a 4 noble truth. Okay. In our life, we have 4 noble truth, and this truth will revolve around the philosophy of your dukh, okay, sorrow, misery. This 4 noble truth will revolve around the concept of misery. Now he is saying that the world is full of misery, dukh, okay, sorrow. Then he is saying that what is the cause of this sorrowness? Desires. Our desires are the cause of this sorrowness. Then he said that you can end your sorrow, you can end your miseries. How? When the desires can be conquered, your miseries will also be ended. And how these miseries can be ended? By following the eightfold path. Okay, he have recommended 8 ways to end our desires that are the major cause of our miseries. Okay, so these are the 4 noble truths of our life. And what are the eightfold ways that he have prescribed? Right view, right intention, right action, right speech, right livelihood. These are the eightfold path or eight ways recommended by Gautam Buddha to attain enlightenment. Now, there were five principles that were preached by Buddha for his followers. So now he preached that there should not be any killing. It means the concept of non-violence. Then there should not be any theft. Okay, it means no stealing. We should not steal anything from someone else. We should not do sexual misconduct. Okay, for temporary pleasure we should not indulge into unethical activities. Then falsehood, it means no lies. We should not lie. Okay. Then no intoxication, no alcoholic drinks were prescribed by Buddha in his ideologies. Now it comes to Buddhist literature. So Buddhist literature means Pitakas. Pitakas means Buddhist literature. And there were three compilations which were very much important in Buddhism that are called as the three Pitakas. Okay, three Pitakas means the Buddhist literature, the three compilations. One is your Vinaya Pitaka, another is your Sutta Pitaka, another is your Abhidhamma Pitaka. These three Pitakas or three compilations are very, very important when it comes to your Buddhism. And these are some of the popular scholars. Okay, they were the popular scholars like Asva Ghosh, Nagarjuna, then Dharma Kirti and Buddha Kosha. These are some of the popular scholars of Buddhism. Now, the language that they have used in preaching the ideologies of Buddhism was Pali. Okay, Pali was the language used by Buddha and his followers to preach the ideologies of Buddhism. Why Pali? Because Sanskrit became the language of the upper class. Okay, Sanskrit became the language of the upper class. That is why Pali was used to preach the ideologies of Buddhism. Now, see, associated with Buddhism, we have four Buddhist councils that were organized by the rulers of different kingdoms. So, see, these four Buddhist councils are very, very important. Okay, the first Buddhist council was organized in 483 in Rajgriha. Okay, and it was organized by Ajata Shatru. Okay, ruler of Magadha region. Then we have the second Buddhist council that is in 383 BC in Vaishali, organized by Kal Ashoka. Then we have in 250 BCE, that is in Patliputra, organized by Ashoka. This is the most important council of Buddhism. Okay, so it was organized by Ashoka, and Ashoka made Buddhism popular not only in India but also outside India. Then we have the fourth Buddhist council that was organized by Kanishk in Kashmir in 72 AD. So this fourth Buddhist council was the only council that was organized in the common era. Okay, in the common era. Here I have given one mnemonic. You can just memorize with this mnemonic AKAK. Okay, Ajatashatru, Kal Ashoka, Ashoka, and Kanishka. These were the four rulers in a chronological way who have organized the four Buddhist council. Okay. Then if we talk about the different sections or categories of Buddhism, because what happens gradually there were divisions among the followers of Buddhism, following different ideologies under the same umbrella of Buddhism. Like we can talk about the Hinayana form. This Hinayana form, the followers of this sect were following the original version of Buddhism. Okay, they were following the original version of Buddhism. So here they won't follow the idol worship. It means Buddha won't be made in a idol form to worship. Then Mahayana form, here they will follow the idol worship concept. Okay, Buddha will be constructed in an idol form and then he will be worshipped. The concept of bodhisattvas. Bodhisattvas are those Buddhist monks who have attained enlightenment. Okay, attained enlightenment or nirvana, but they have not taken it. They have delayed the concept of nirvana to help the others to attain salvation or to attain moksha. Okay, this is the concept of bodhisattvas that was followed in Mahayana. Another version we have, that is your Vajrayana form. of Buddhism. This Vajrayana form is associated with the tantric related activities or black magic related activities, and this Vajrayana form of Buddhism is popular in eastern part of India. Okay, Bengal, Odisha, in Assam also. So this form of Buddhism is popular in the eastern part of India. Okay, then some other forms of Buddha, that is Bodhisattvas. Okay, other forms of Buddha, like we have Maitreya, the future Buddha. We have Avalokiteshvara, the Padmapani, the holder of the lotus. We have Vajrapani, who holds a thunderbolt. We have Manjushri, that represents wisdom. Okay, so these are some of the popular forms of Buddha. So these are the important points of Buddhism. Gradually, what happens? Gradually, Buddhism declined in India because later, after the death of Gautama Buddha, there were corruption in the monasteries. Okay, corruption, sexual misconduct. Then monks, they have started living the life of the householders. They have started living the life of in a comfort zone. Okay, so this is how Buddhism declined in India, and later the rulers also, they would patronize the other religion like Brahminism. After some time, Brahminism will again be revived in India. Okay, so this is how Buddhism declined in India. These are some of the important points of Buddhism, their causes of origin, their philosophies, and background of Gautam Buddha. I hope this video is helpful for you guys. If you have any questions regarding this topic, you can just ask me. Okay, thank you.